For 13 days, the world held its breath. One wrong move and we'd all be gone. This is the story of how we came seconds away from nuclear war. On a quiet Sunday morning, October 14, 1962, a U.S. Air Force U-2 spy plane flew over Cuba. What it captured would shock the world. Clear photographic evidence of Soviet nuclear missiles, just 90 miles from American shores. The Cold War had suddenly turned white hot. President John F. Kennedy was briefed the next day. His advisors were split. Some demanded an immediate airstrike, others urged caution. Kennedy, calm but determined, decided to impose a naval quarantine around Cuba. No Soviet ships carrying weapons would be allowed through. As the U.S. Navy closed in, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev faced a choice: back down or risk nuclear war. The world held its breath. For 13 excruciating days, radio broadcasts, newspapers, and families everywhere waited, fearing each sunrise could be their last. American forces went to DEFCON 2, one step away from full nuclear readiness. Missiles were armed, bombers were in the air, and 180,000 troops stood by in Florida, ready for invasion. On October 24th, Soviet ships approached the U.S. blockade line, and then they stopped. Messages between Washington and Moscow grew tense but hopeful. Khrushchev eventually agreed to remove the missiles from Cuba if the U.S. promised not to invade and secretly removed its own missiles from Turkey. The deal ended the standoff, but the world had seen how close it came to destruction. Kennedy called it the most dangerous moment in human history. The Cuban Missile Crisis changed everything. It opened direct communication between the superpowers, known as the hotline, to prevent future catastrophes. It also became a reminder that diplomacy, not domination, often saves the world. Follow, like, and share for more interesting tidbits and stories from history.